my
Like,
favorites
look at
right now.
Accessories everywhere. Look at her boobs.
I'm like, oh yeah, boobs.
They're so
Yeah.
good.
You can
I
always
wanted to
do
use
that.
your thing as a phone so I can like have a cute thumbnail. There we go.
That's awesome.
Okay. Hello, everybody. This is my first interview ever, and I'm super excited. I have Jen here with me, who's
Hello.
fabulous, and I could go on and on about like why she's great, but should we just jump into like
Sure,
why
yeah.
I'm interviewing you? Okay, so on Friday, Jen came to my house because she was dropping my son off from school, and she came out and she got me and was like, so I have to tell you something. And I was like, well, what is this going to be? I'm so excited. Like, what is this thing? And she said,
I'm getting rid of my cell phone for a year. I'm not going to have a cell phone. I'm going to use a regular home phone landline, which I didn't have and I was trying to acquire.
yes.
And then I just wanted to see what it would be like to be cell phone free for an entire year.
I
So-
know. So she was like, if you text me, you're not going to be able to get through to me.
Right.
I'm going to change my, like, see if I can keep my number
Yes.
and turn it into my landline.
Right.
And so today is the day that she switched over.
Yeah,
And I called her, and I was her first call.
you were. I was so happy too
It
because
kind of made my day.
it's the first time I'd even heard the telephone because I just bought this new
Yes.
phone and I had never used it. So when it rang, I was kind of surprised, and it sounds a little bit like my kitchen timer. So
Oh,
yeah, I
fun.
need
I
to
love
beware
it.
of that.
Okay, and when I was calling her, I was like picturing her with a red phone that like had the like zzz thing.
Like a rotary. Yeah.
Yes, a rotary, and your phone is red.
It is red, yeah, and it has the kind of gray square buttons instead of the rotary, but it is red,
To
and
match the
it is
kitchen.
like 1970
Yes.
era phone. Yeah.
And I'm just like so excited because I don't know why, but like I picture my grandmother for some reason,
Oh,
like
yeah.
just using the landline.
Right.
But so I want to know like where did this idea come from, and like
Yeah.
how long were you thinking about it?
So, just actually like a couple weeks ago, it wasn't much. I mean, it wasn't much further out than that. But
Okay.
I had started watching the Dick Van Dyke Show, and they
Isn't
were
she the
talking
best?
on these. I mean, just like I have a new baby, and so I was
That's
feeding
very
him
cute,
and
yes.
at all hours of the night, and
Aw.
so I'd watch Netflix
Van
and
Dyke
watch the
Show.
Dick Van Dyke Show, and they're
I
talking
love
on the
it.
telephone, and she'd call him at work and all these things, and I thought, well, I remember using telephones like this, but they just seem so obsolete now.
Yeah.
And I kind of I liked the idea of going back to it, and then
Mm-hmm.
that kind of transpired into, well, if I had a phone but didn't have a cell phone anymore, like I wouldn't be able to be reached when I'm not home, and that's how they were kind of living, and what was wrong with that
Right.
kind of a thing.
Yeah.
So not being able to be available was kind of appealing
Yeah.
in some regards.
Especially when you were like constantly available, probably to
Right.
a brand new baby.
Right, right.
How can I
And-
how can I disconnect from
Yes,
something?
yes. And it was like, anyway, and then sort of all that media news happened with the Facebook killer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't see it, and I don't have a Facebook account actually. But anyway, I was listening to an NPR interview, and the interviewer had said, "Oh, well, everyone is carrying a camera or a video recording device with them at all times,"
Right.
and that she even said, "I myself can't leave my home without it because I feel completely naked, and I'm checking
Yeah.
pockets and purses to make sure I have it." And that was the moment that was kind of my deciding factor of, I think I just want to not have it and see what that's like.
And so, and you're not even like, because that's what I thought of today. I was like, oh, like first you think like, oh, she's not gonna be able to text, but then like a few days later, I was like, oh, like she's not gonna be able to like have a camera with her
No.
at all times.
No. Yeah.
Which is kind of cool.
Yeah. And I mean, there are times where I'm like, oh, my son's only 4 months old, and am I going to be missing out? But I thought, well, I could use my digital camera and carry that if I want to.
Right.
And
how much like less will you be on your phone and actually like
and that was
connecting?
after I spoke with my husband about wanting to do this. He said, well, in 2015 they did this study that on average people were using their telephones for 2 hours and 32 minutes or something a day. And then they recently did that study again 2 years later, and it's gone up an entire hour. So now it's like closer to 3 hours. It's like 3 hours and 44 minutes or something. And I don't think that that's even just talking about on the phone, like talking on the phone.
No,
this
like,
is just like doing what we do, social media, whatever. So I just thought, well, let's just see what it's like without.
Excited. And so like before starting, like what were your expectations? Like what do you feel like, how is this going to change your life?
I felt a little bit of anxiety, to be honest, like that I thought, okay, I am so used to having it and attached, and I was having the worry of emergencies, obviously, and things like that. But then it was soon after that feeling came this like sort of liberating feeling, like freedom.
I feel so free being with you right now.
And then I just felt like I think I want to, my expectations have been that whoever I'm with, I'm with you. Like there's no way to be interrupted. So I mean, I'm interrupted constantly because we have little people,
children, but that's like a good thing to be interrupted by.
Yes. And they need us, and I'm happy, but I'm also happy that when I'm out with them, I'm only out with them.
Yeah,
like,
and this makes me think like most things can wait. Children cannot wait.
Yeah.
Right?
Right. And so that, and just like being with friends, that when I'm with you, it's like I am I want to hear what you have to say, and I don't want to be interrupted at all. So,
and that's like, it's so normal. Like if you're at the park with friends, like people are on their phone texting other people, like, and it's not bad. Like they might need to like coordinate pickups and stuff like that.
Right.
But if we didn't have cell phones, we would coordinate the pickup
in person
or on the phone.
Yes.
Like there's an immediacy. Like when I talked to Jen today on the phone, we were talking about picking up, and I had to decide like right then, like, okay, like, am I gonna have you pick up or this other person? I couldn't be like, oh, I'll get back to you. There's like some immediacy, which is good.
Right.
I like that a lot.
And maybe not, like, I don't want there to feel like pressure and
well, no, but not in a bad way. But I'm so indecisive, so it was good to like, you don't like, you can't just keep putting stuff off. Like texting, you can put texts off all day.
That's true. And that was part of when I decided to do this. I'm like, okay, well then I'm gonna go completely as kind of old school, if you will, as I can.
Yeah.
So I don't have caller ID, and
I called her today, and both times I just started talking. And then she like mentioned like, oh yeah, I'm learning to recognize voices, and I was like,
Hi.
She was like, but I think that's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Like the surprise.
Yeah, it is fun. And trying to memorize people's phone numbers again.
Oh, that's right.
And just not knowing, like, I'm just completely surprised when I pick the phone up. So cute. Yeah.
Yeah, so let's see. What surprised you about today? Like, this was her first day.
I think I was surprised by how often I thought about whether or not it was worth making a phone call to distract or bother someone. Like it would normally I would have just thrown a text out for this or that. It was like, oh, I can't do that anymore. So is this worth like interrupting whatever they're doing to ask them about immediately? Or could I just put it off a little bit? Like, could I just wait until I see them later tonight or until I see them tomorrow? Or could I just wait until my husband comes home from work and ask him?
Yeah,
and so
I like that.
a lot of that kind of surprised me because I didn't think that would happen, but that definitely...
That's really good.
Where I was like, if it was me, would I want to be interrupted?
Sure, yeah.
For a question like this.
Right,
you know?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Text, like, we send, like, the tiniest questions.
Right.
So, but like just talking to her today twice on her phone, like I felt so much more connected to you. That's the thing that I felt.
Yes, that's part of the anticipation too, is that I thought, and I also have anticipated that there's going to be people that I have relationships with that are more of a text type relationship. And so if that,
they will start pigeon mailing.
Right.
Mail by owl.
Yes, or they might kind of just not
Yeah.
contact me anymore. And that's okay, and I have to take responsibility for that.
Right.
But
Yeah.
at the same time, I think that the relationships that I do really have and the people that I see are hopefully gonna feel like,
Yeah.
yeah,
That's
there
awesome.
is more of a connection there. So
Well, and I want you to also tell me about like social media and email. What's your-
right. Okay.
going on
So I don't right now currently. Before I had been checking my email like twice a week.
Mm-hmm.
So my husband said, if you're gonna do this, you have to promise me that you'll just check it a little bit more.
I love it.
He was like, maybe like once a
you
day
honest,
or
yeah.
maybe twice a day, just because that might be
Yeah.
how people are trying to contact you
Sure.
for invites or whatever,
Yeah.
what have you. And I thought, okay, I will definitely make a point to log on to the computer. A little bit
Email,
more.
yes. Okay.
So, social media, I haven't decided if I'm going to be using Instagram or not, just because it's not so easy to do. Like,
Yeah.
I'd have to take my digital camera and upload
yeah.
the
Yeah.
photos and then do all of
Totally.
that. So I'm not sure, but I think I would also miss checking in on other people. So I
Yeah.
might be getting on to check in and leave my comments in there because
Yes.
I like to see
I
what other
know,
people
I
are
know.
up
Jen
to.
has the best
But I
comments.
don't necessarily think that I will be doing my own photographs. In fact, I might try old school scrapbooking for a year as well. So we'll see.
Oh,
I don't
that
know.
sounds amazing.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
That's so good.
Because I can't not
Yeah.
take pictures of my own children for
Oh
a
no,
year.
you
So,
totally have to.
yeah.
Oh, that's so good. Well, is there anything else like that you want to add?
No, I don't. It's exciting.
I know. I'm so excited.
I felt like dancing in the streets when I left the
Oh yeah, tell me about
the
that.
cell phone place. Just like, it's really interesting to see. I was asking that people that were helping me get the landline if I could keep my number, and they were like, I don't see why. I don't know. Like, we've never had to
Yeah.
do this before, kind of a thing.
Yeah, were
So-
they like freaked out?
Yeah.
It'd take a while to like
I
explain
think
to
so.
them.
Like, in fact, this.
And they're probably young. How like older, like they've probably lived with cell phones their whole lives.
Right,
We
right.
experienced life
Well,
before.
one
cell
of
phones.
the he was hilarious. One of the guys that was helping me when I went in and just asked questions Thursday night, last Thursday, and I was waiting for my phone to come in the mail
Yeah.
before
Her
and
friend
everything.
with
Yeah,
her phone.
from Amazon.
So
And
exciting.
when I was talking to him, I was telling him what I wanted to do, and he was like, what? And he just started doing these like robot motions, and he's like, this does not compute. And I was just laughing
my
so
gosh,
hard
that's amazing.
because I was like, oh yeah, I just want to. And so then he's talking about how I can connect it to a bunch of different phones throughout the home, and I said, oh, I just have this old
Oh yeah.
school, just one phone with a cord. He's like, you're not even using cordless. And I mean, I was just blowing this poor man's mind. But
I love it.
when I left, it was like holding my phone, knowing that it couldn't ring.
Yeah.
It was like this.
Do you still have it? Are you using it as a
Yes.
paperweight? Like, what else could we use it for?
Actually,
A heating pad,
I
a
told my
food rack?
cousin about it. I told my
Uh-huh.
cousin, and she's like, "Well, I want to buy your phone." I'm like, "Well,
Oh.
I want to sell it to you because
Yeah.
I would love to just not even have it."
Oh, that's so cool.
So she wants to buy it, and then I won't even have a phone. And then for what she wants to buy it for,
Uh-huh.
I
Oh,
get to
what do
pay
you
my
do?
whole phone bill for
Oh
a
my
year.
gosh. That's amazing.
I know. I can pay my whole year's phone bill
That's
for the amount
amazing.
that I'm losing my phone.
Oh, well, I just
So.
love you. I'm
so
so
much.
excited to
Thanks.
like keep checking in with
Yeah,
Jen
it
on
will
this
be-
journey.
It'll be interesting. So
Thanks for stopping
yeah,
by
no problem.
our studio. This
Yeah.
is fanciest.
Oh my goodness, I love being here.
Well, you're the best. And we're gonna keep checking in. And
Yes.
Great.
I'll let you know how it's all
Okay.
smoothing out,
excited.
hopefully.
Okay, and if you have any questions about this for Jen, or if you have any like, I don't know, thoughts after
Yeah.
what we've talked about, we would love to hear them so much.
Yeah.
And thank you for watching.